How's it going, everyone? Your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up, and it's time for our second and last Christmas review of the day. Hoping to get through three today, but I think it's going to be what was I even saying? What is the tongue doing? I think it's going to have to be two. But what a second one it is, because the second one of the day, bam, the Santa Claus. Is this the great Christmas movie of all time? It's debatable. Is it the best Santa Claus movie of all time? Yes, without a doubt. Tim Allen, honest to God, this is the stretch, but so help me, this is the truth. This is my favorite movie with Tim Allen in it. It's such a classic. I used to love watching this movie as a kid and just being fascinated with everything in it. It's so perfect from so many perspectives. The music is a hit. Everyone in it, to me, it's a hit off the bat. And I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the actor who does Neil, the father-in-law, perfect character. I am so glad he makes some of the movie for me more than you'd think. So what really does the Santa Claus focus on? Well, let's go with the title. It's about Santa Claus, but it's also about a clause, as in a contract clause. Of course, Tim Allen kind of has your normal-ish life as we start the movie. Clearly, he's got a good spot in his job, but he is divorced. He's spending his Christmas, thankfully, with his son. Not the best Christmas, though. He burnt the turkey. They have to go have their Christmas meal at Denny's. Then coming back, it seems like it's your typical Christmas Eve. He's reading his son a book, and they're going to bed, but then Santa shows up, and he falls off the roof. And Tim Allen, a.k.a. Scott Calvin, puts on the suit, and all of a sudden, just like that, he's the new Santa Claus. He has his duties for the rest of the evening. They go back to the North Pole. They meet the elves. He gets the information that, yes, he is definitely the new Santa Claus. Does he accept this right away? No, and I'm not surprised. I would say 99% of people who were in this situation themselves would definitely be having a midlife crisis at this point. Somehow he keeps his cool. Somehow he seemingly goes back to his life, but doesn't accept the fact that he ever visited the North Pole, ever met the elves, none of the kind, where his son, on the other hand, 100% accepts what he has experienced. Now, the problem with that is he's telling it to everybody, including his mother and his father-in-law, who, by the way, is a psychiatrist. This leads them to actually stopping visitation rights for Scott with his boy. And bit of a downer, but then we actually get to the point where Scott does realize that, yes, he is the new Santa Claus. He has his duties. And only then does the movie start to get somewhat more interesting when it comes to, okay, he knows he's Santa Claus. His son knows he's Santa Claus. But how can they fix the relationship with his ex-wife and Neil, the father-in-law? A lot more than you'd think. The elves do a great job in the performance. The overlooking appeal of this movie is also what makes it. It looks like such a perfect Christmas movie. From even at the beginning of his office to finally on the roof with the reindeer. And the reindeer, a lot of people can throw in the cheesiness. If you want to watch movies with real reindeer, watch the Prancer movies. That's all I've got. Santa Claus, I personally don't feel like we ever needed real reindeer to look upon. But that's really the most criticism I've heard for this movie. When it comes to my personal criticism, and I give this movie like a 9 out of 10. Like, for me, it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's not so much a classic for me, but Tim Allen, like I've said, it's my favorite movie with him in it. It's beautiful from the time it starts to the time it ends. I'm never bored watching it, but there's just something that misses from being a full Christmas classic. Small part for me, for example, what's the deal with Santa Claus falling off the roof and then just disappearing and leaving the suit? The body? Anybody? What happened to the body? Oh, he's just gone. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's how this works. So we're just using up one Santa to the other. Oh, really, really, it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm being sarcastic, but if we overlook that, it's a great movie. Um, I love the little boy who's in it. Again, name's not coming to me right off the top of my head. I've seen him in another movie around the same time called Dunstan Checks In, and he does a 10 out of 10 job in that movie for me, too. Here, he's perfect. Tim Allen's The Santa Claus is one I can't give it proper justice to. It's so good. Everything about this movie fits the expected Christmas movie for this time period. Because when was this movie made? Again, off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I'm going to guess late 90s? Maybe? It could be mid 90s. I'm trying to look for a date, honestly. As you can tell, I am just speaking from the heart on this. I don't rehearse anything. It's not what this is about. Do we not have a date on here? I don't think we actually have a date on here. Man, I'm really surprised when, for some reason, with anything, they just cannot put a single year on these movies. But I'm pretty sure this was mid 90s or late 90s. Oh, wow. I'll be surprised if I'm wrong, but I'm going to go with that. I love the elf Bernard. He's also a perfect character. I haven't done enough justice with him yet. A lot of people can crap, and yes, there were sequels. A lot of people can crap on the sequels. Personally, the second one does it for me. The third one I watched once and never watched it again because, oh god, it's kind of like Shrek 4. It never needed to be made. I didn't need one of those weird time movies relating to the theme overall. In this case, of course, the Santa Claus. I like Bernard because he's witty. He's straight to the point. He acts like at first he just doesn't care, and they didn't do the character enough justice in this movie, whereas the second movie, it's redeemed. And God, and obviously another good part, it's the transformation scene for when the physical appearance of Tim Allen changes to Santa Claus look-alike. I give him credit. Here's some more credit I can give to Tim Allen for this being my favorite movie of his. He went through a lot to make this look good. Like, really, for a Santa Claus transformation, and not just obviously in attitude, but in body and look. He put the 10 out of 10 work there. I'll give him 100% credit. Santa Claus is a movie you can watch and enjoy every single year without any regret. There's no part in this movie that I have any issue with. And I think that's really all I have to say. Just some of my favorite parts of it. Some of the favorite reasons why this movie always holds up for me. And that's going to do it for today. I'll see you all tomorrow for some more reviews. Like, share, subscribe. Shoot me some more messages on what you haven't seen yet that you're hoping to see me talk about, even if it's ever so briefly. But I thought I'd go on a little bit longer for this review because it's the Santa Claus. This is a perfect movie. I don't have a lot of criticism or anything to give. No fun facts big. It's just this is, again, it's a movie you can watch and enjoy every single year. And you won't get sick of it because it has that special feeling to it. Is it the best Christmas movie? Again, it's debatable. Is it the best Santa Claus movie of all time? Yes, it is. Not special, but when it comes to a fully fledged Santa Claus movie, how a person could become Santa Claus. No movie has done it more perfectly than this. This is the standard. And it always will be. Great, touching, amazingly done movie. Props. Have a good day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep it real.